Grabbing the ankle, hips up. And on this one, I'm gonna put, instead of putting my leg inside the knee, I'm just gonna Kani Basami him across the hip line and behind the knees here. I turn, put my partner to the floor, and now shoot my hip, hook into this position. You don't have to do it that way, but it's slightly safer and less effective. But let's err on the side of caution because we kind of have a, if you want to do it that way, you're welcome to do it that way too. But a little more dangerous for your partner, so maybe just focus on the high hip ride instead. So here, look, right hand goes in the near foot. I gotta keep my head out of my way. People do this here and then they can't roll. Crunch, your leg crack.
I just got done playing pool for like 4 hours.
Keep your head away from their feet. Hips up, turn. Make sense? We'll see.
And don't resist.
Yeah, don't resist fall. Maybe we'll do a honey stick counter or something. All right, so we're getting here, we're lifting up, shooting the hips really high. From here, if I want to actually control my partner, like we were talking about, you can leave, right? There's actually no wedging control here. It's very easy for him just to slip his knee line. Once the knee line is slipped, there's no leg locks here. We're only doing it this way because it's safer. Reaping the knee on a takedown is quite dangerous. But so when I land, I want to bring it across. I'm going to lift, throw the feet to the inside here, and I'm going to turn in this direction. And right away it starts putting nice pressure on Caleb, and I have wedges again, where I can start, he wants to pull his knee line free. I can just straighten my leg a little bit, and I don't need to use strength. My elbow is creating a counter pressure, keeping his leg super straight. If I remove that, he removes his leg, right? So here, this is actually a really tough place to keep control of my partner. But here, and then extending, feel it right away?
Yeah.
Right, I start actually threatening him a little bit. Just by straightening this leg, if I take that pressure off, he's happy and he can start turning. Here, the other thing I can do is stop rotation with my hand. If for some reason maybe my leg is way longer or we're out of position, I can use my hand under the hamstring and use it to open him back up. And this keeps really good control. This is especially useful for outside ashi positions where our feet are on the outside connection. Instead, using the hand to rotate him the same way as I can do here. Right? So from here, we're going to attack something. Ideally, I want his far leg. Now, he's doing a good job keeping it away, which is absolutely fine. What I can allow is for him to start controlling my legs, in a way that now I'm starting to lose position. See, I don't have connection here. It's hard for me to straighten and put pressure back in. So I keep everything tucked as best I can. If my leg's high, I'm going to control his knee line here. If I straighten my leg and start hooking behind his far leg, I can start applying downward pressure with the knee, controlling his knee line, keeping him stuck. If I can grab this leg, it's going to be good for me. This takes away a lot of his options. It starts piling him up in an unathletic position where his legs are now combined. So we'll just play a little bit from here. You guys have to be kind of careful with this because it's a really good control position, but if he makes spazzy movements, bad things can happen for him. So I'm going to turn to my hip, straighten my leg just a little bit, and make sure my elbow is creating a force on the back of his foot here. A bunch of easy heel hooks could come into play here, but all I want to do is try to reach forward and grab that leg and wrap it with the over wrap here, just like so. Control my partner in double trouble. Make sense? A lot of words, not much movement. Let's go. Another kind of straight. I guess it's somewhere in the middle of the movement. All right, so anyway, getting up, collect the secondary leg. I can over wrap and we get to like a straight ankle lock grip here, right? First, easiest option would be to try to straight ankle this guy. Nobody should have to tap to this. It's really hard to get breaking leverage here. Take the second hand, go all the way deep, crush the toes, grab my bicep, bring this one up, and I think it's the fun part.
It was painful, and I'm over it.
Right? So this one, very hard to finish. This one comes back, and I gotta keep this guy's foot. He can't leave here. He never gets to leave. This one goes right to the heel, right to the malleolus, this little ankle bone, I wrap my thumb right over top of that, and then this one crushes his toes down. I grab my bicep, I come over the top, and as I do that, this comes down into his Achilles tendon. Now I grip. What?
That's a good bite. You got a good.
This guy never taps ankle locks.
Cavaca Lock, that's
Cavaca Lock. This is real.
As soon as you said switch hands, Caleb gets his hand to break it down.
So here again, look, bring the hand underneath, right to the what's the name of that? Malleolus. Grab my bicep, but look, if I just grab him here, it's not the same. Slip the elbow back and inside. Now I'm putting top of my wrist right on his Achilles. Boom, boom, right there. And then I use my whole body for the turning break here, right towards him. I took pressure, I don't want to hurt Caleb. Just squeeze and then turn my upper body in towards my partner. Or I can turn away from my partner. Or I can turn up to the ceiling, whichever one. Any one of those three directions works. Good? Yeah. So control, malleolus, bicep, slip, boom, get the finish. Make sense? Yep. All right.
I noticed.
Catch. I want to finish the heel hook on this side. Don't ever do this. This is not even for training. Like, you can't do this in class ever. This is just for future you. This is an investment in your college fund. So his defense normally here would be to point his toes and slip his heel like that to defend the heel hook, right? So part of the reason we're going to hold the hamstrings here is to prevent him from being able to turn that knee downwards, which is great. I'm going to collect his toes into my armpit, and this is usually taught where they'll take this and then they'll try to rotate the heel upwards towards the ceiling. We've never really taught it that way. I've usually taught it where we get here, lift the hips, and then apply lateral pressure. Today we're gonna, not you guys, but you guys are gonna do something a little bit different. Put your boot on, or point your toes a little bit like you're defending for the heel. Really? That's how you defend it?
No, like I'm trying to slip.
Yeah. Feel it?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Stuck.
I can't slip.
Here, as I get down, the finish from here is gonna be very gentle. I'm not gonna rotate anything, I'm not gonna lift my hips. I'm just gonna look towards the back. No play in the heel, no play in the knee, just the toes. So here, boom, I stay down super low. There's no connection here. I can't emphasize enough, I'm not even touching his heel. Just looking towards the back, so you guys aren't gonna do this. Dicey, eh?
Yeah, it feels like everything connecting my heel and my malleolus on a quick trip to machine.
So really, the nice thing with this is like, we can combine this with all the other techniques, but understanding how to control the top part of the foot with the looking back, and then you think about how you can lift your hips and add all, they're unnecessary. They're completely unnecessary. The guy should be tapping way early, but it shuts down completely his ability to slip his heel. You know, like that's very common defense. Everyone does it. If I get here, this guy's never slipping that heel. It's all my body weight is a wedge behind his heel. And I'm not trying to finish. As soon as I go up here and try reaping it this way, I start losing everything. So instead I keep the weight on it, I keep him trapped, and then I just turn back. Easiest finish in the world for it. You know? So you got a Cavaca Lock. I'm gonna show you one. Stand up for me.
It feels like
Do the whole takedown. So here, get the far side leg, right? And say the Cavaca Lock feels like it's too hard. I don't want to do all that. I'm going to switch my hand underneath to the bottom leg, pull it up, and I'm going to fall to this side. Look at her legs here are crossed. This one behind my armpit, this one not. This is actually really safe. Right? That's it. I just bring her top leg towards my ribs.
does not feel like something I want to be a part of.
Make sense? Let's see it again.
No, heel hooks.
One more. Caleb's like, yeah, one more. Here we go. Why? Get it?
I respect
You sure? Gail's like, I did not see anything, sir. It's easier than it looks.